We are approaching the third book of the Bible this Shabbat, Vayikra. And he called. And the book of Vayikra is filled with so many anomalous ideas, so many discordant ideas, that it almost seems out of step with reality. It talks about sarat, leprosy. It talks about contamination. It talks about how people behave with one another. It talks about rule of conduct, rule of law, rule of society. It talks about all those kinds of things that religion, generally speaking, is not known for. Religion is known for being genteel. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Appreciate yourself. Take care of yourself. Be the guardian of one another. Love God. I mean, all of those wonderful statements that religion does incorporate, but really are absent in this third book of the Bible, Vayikra. Instead, we find laws about jurisprudence, behavior, how to make judgments, how to make a secure society, how to ensure that the poor are treated as well as the rich, that the lowly as well as the highly, that those that have a great education are on an equal par with those who have a lesser education. That doesn't necessarily mean communism. What it does mean is that from a justice point of view, everybody has equal access and equal opportunity to law. And that ultimately is what Judaism is all about. Some people are spiritual. Some people have, bless them, a spiritual bent to them. When they speak very slowly. They speak very loftily. They use words of endearment, words of kindness. Not everybody is so spiritual. Some people are aspiritual or non-spiritual. But the one thing that everyone must be is good and treat each other with respect. And maybe the least valued book of the Bible, this book that we're about to approach right now, Vayikra, is the most valuable of all of the books that we have, precisely for that reason, because it talks about the generation of justice and the continuity of justice and the access of every single human being to justice. I do strongly suggest as we enter into this book of Vayikra that we think mightily about our place in the world, and we think mightily about how everybody else's place in the world. And we don't have to make the decisions about necessarily who's right and who's wrong. The Torah is a guide. The Torah is a guidebook. It's the Michelin guide to life. It tells us how to behave properly and to treat every person with dignity. And chas v'chalila, God forbid we should ever treat another human being with disrespect. Enjoy, learn, grow.